So I'm just giving you a heads up. If I get up and run, I've got 2 sick kids with the flu. So.
Okay.
Hey, Mace. Will you do me a favor? Will you plug this in over there, bud? Just behind the rocker. Thanks, bud.
All right. So I went ahead and pulled up the quiz. I didn't get a chance to work through it this week before the group, so
I did.
did.
But great. I was still planning on using you, but okay.
Okay.
All right. So does everybody have it open?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. What did you guys get for number 1? My instinct is hyperinflation, but I don't know if that's correct on this one.
That's what I got.
Okay. That's what I was thinking. Because the other ones just don't really seem to fit with that, so.
Yeah, the demand pull and cost push come up later in the quiz.
Okay.
And then I don't even remember reading about anticipated inflation.
So anticipated inflation, that's when, like one of the examples I remember was they were talking about like mortgage companies and how they will add an additional 5% or whatever onto your mortgage percentage if they anticipate that inflation is going to change. That way,
That makes sense.
So they're anticipating that inflation is going to happen.
Still doesn't fit in with the question, but
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, it doesn't, but that's what it is. So.
Okay. And this one I wasn't sure on.
So that one is actually on the last page,
Okay.
or under the does inflation affect output? Where was I reading that? Oh no, it's on the page before that.
Are you sure?
Yeah, it's the under, I believe it was under the redistribution. Where is that?
Because I found on that page, I did the Control F for find, and I typed in mild, and it didn't even show up on that page. But on the one you said first, there's like 8 mild things.
Okay.
It was talking about mild inflation, so I think you were right the first time. It's under demand pull, inflation, and real output.
Yeah. Yeah, because it talks about they do not fully agree.
Right. It's asking for what is an advantage according to some. Okay.
Yeah, so it says, in contrast, other economists point out that full employment and economic growth depend on strong levels of total spending. So it's in that first part because it's saying economists do not fully agree of inflation real output. Where was it?
I'm in that section, but I can't see the answers that are in the question.
Yeah, I'm not seeing the ones from the question either.
Now well, I'm thinking it's like they're not going to say close the GDP gap. They're going to like explain that, probably. I guess.
All right, so here it says, in this view, the mild inflation that is a byproduct of strong spending is a small price to pay for full employment and continued economic growth.
Yeah, I think it's that whole paragraph because right before that it's talking about the benefits of it.
Yeah, it says, moreover, a little inflation may have positive effects because it makes it easier for firms to adjust real wages downward
That's it.
when demand for their products fall.
That's the third one. So it's that one. Man, that took forever to find.
And I just read it a little while ago, so I was like, I know it's here somewhere.
Okay. And this number 3 is just the definition of inflation.
Yeah, it's the number 1, the general level of prices over time.
Yeah.
That would be the consumer price index.
That's what I got.
And this one, so are we on number 5 then?
Yeah.
So this one I would say would be demand pull inflation.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I got.
And then number 6 is going to be cost push inflation.
Yep.
So on this one, what did everybody else get?
I wasn't sure, but I put borrowers are hurt, but lenders benefit.
That's what I was thinking.
Now,
It's actually assume that there's a fixed rate. So inflation, it would actually be the opposite. Lenders are hurt, but borrowers benefit because the value of the dollar goes down. So lenders pay out the money at a higher value, but then with inflation, that dollar deflates. So
Yeah,
the
I
thought of
dollar
it
value
opposite.
isn't as high, so therefore the lenders don't get as much, but technically the borrowers aren't paying as much because the dollar is worth less when they pay it back.
Right. Okay.
down. Here's our referred to as.
This would be business cycles.
Yep.
All right, and then what did everybody get for number 9?
I put employment and output reached their lowest levels, and that came
Mhm.
straight from the book.
Yep, that's what I put as well.
For number 10, I got level of total spending.
That's what I was thinking, but yeah, I couldn't remember that one specifically.
Pretty sure I got that one out of the book.
Okay. And number 11, that's real estate and financial markets.
Yeah.
Isn't it the 12, the third one?
It's the labor force that are not employed.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Because
Yeah, 'cause-
the able-bodied population could include people that are not wanting to work, or like
Oh.
stay-at-home moms, or when
Yeah.
they're like able to work but they're not even looking for a job.
That's true.
So it's just the definition of labor force.
Yeah. Which that's interesting to me that even those that have given up on a labor search technically are unemployed, but they fall under that able-bodied population who are not
Right.
working.
Right. $13, I have unemployed divided by labor force times 100. It's the second one.
Yep, that's it.
Okay.
I wrote down all of the formulas this time, so I have a formula cheat sheet.
That's smart.
Cheater.
It comes a lot easier when it comes time for studying for the exam.
Right, no, I'm sure. And this is kind of what you were talking about 2 seconds ago.
They're
Yeah.
excluded from the labor force.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
This one surprised me. I didn't know that.
Are they counted as unemployed?
No, they're counted as employed because they are receiving payment for work.
Okay.
And I thought that was weird because I thought I didn't know what you would do with them since they're not full-time, but...
Sorry,
Yeah.
you guys. I'm sorry. Can we go back? So number 14 is the excluded from the labor force, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep, excluded from the labor force. And then 15 was counted as employed because they're receiving payment. Which, yeah, that one was weird to me too, because they're counted as fully employed even if they're not fully employed.
Right.
That was frictional unemployment, right?
Yep.
This one's the last one.
No, yeah, I don't know how to pronounce that.
Cyclical or whatever.
Yeah, I don't know. That one, the last one.
It's the second one. Wages are flexible upward but sticky downward.
Yep.
That was another one that I thought was really interesting that
Yeah.
really explained why our economy is the way it is with unemployment.
Right.
This is the last one.
Isn't it
I got the 20% higher, but in the base period, 1982
base period?
to 19.
Yep, that's what I was thinking it was.
Because the preceding year isn't always your base year.
I guess that's true.
Yeah, because the actual formula from the book, yeah, it was price of market basket in a particular year divided by the price estimate of the market basket in 1982 to 1984. So that's the actual formula from the book.
Okay.
This one's math.
Hey, where you at? Oh, cool.
Oh,
Did you see my text?
let's see.
Okay. Oh, okay. Oh, I was having some fun at work, and I'm being at fun work. So I sent you a picture to show you.
It would be 9 million, correct?
Correct.
Are you planning within the 150 million? Is that how you do that?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's the formula, and they gave you the 290 to throw you off.
Yeah.
When you like redo the formula, it's 150 times 6%.
Okay, that's
Yep.
what I was thinking. So it's 9 million.
Yeah.
I would have done it.
Yeah, because
As long as you
what
understand how to do it.
that's what we
And
were
can't.
talking about earlier, was that it's based off of the labor force,
Right.
not the
Everybody.
Yeah. Because they're broken into 3 categories: those that are not able to work, those that are able-bodied but choose not to work, and then
Right.
the actual number of employed or labor force.
People that are willing to work or looking for work or are working.
Yep.
Okay, so
We ready to submit then?
I think so.
I always get so nervous.
100%.
Cool.
That one was not as hard for me this week. I
Yeah,
felt like
it's-
that was a lot
It's
easier.
easier.
Because this is the type of stuff that I kind of enjoy as far as economics go, is like the policy part of it rather than the accounting part of it like we did a couple of weeks ago, because it's trying to remember what's included and what's not included. And
Right. Well, I just felt like this week on the quiz, it was mostly definitions kind of too.
yeah.
Mhm.
So it was pretty easy to find.
It's free game. For a project that we're either gonna, if it builds up too much, we're gonna throw it away.
So I'm gonna have to run. I don't think I have time this week to do the minus.
Yeah, I was not planning on staying for that either. So,
Yeah, I think we're pretty good. I mean, we've done it enough. I think it's not too hard to do it on our own. So,
right. Okay.
but if anybody has any questions or is trying to figure out where something might fit, just send out an email to the group and we can help out.
Right.
Alrighty.
Sounds
All right.
good.
You guys have a good night, okay?
Yeah, you
Okay.
do the same.
You too.
I will try myself.
Yeah. Good luck.
Yeah, good luck.
Okay.
And I will get that submitted for our group. So.
Perfect.
Okay, thanks, Daniel.
Alright. Talk to you later.